Hi, this is Linda Chowsis. I want to ask you a question, and you may think this sounds a bit unusual, but do you know that there's great power in discouragement? Now, some of you are probably saying, what are you talking about? But when you go through those discouraging times, whether it's something that's happened to you, you might have lost a job, you might have been excluded from something, you might find that there's someone in your life who just is driving you crazy, but you can't get them out of your life because they're part of your wider network. So any of those things that cause you discouragement, you may have had a goal that you didn't meet, and so it can really put you down. And so you get into that kind of downward spiral of, oh, life really isn't handing me what I want, and oh, this is just not going to work out, and then oh, I'm just so discouraged, I'm so depressed and so down. And really, if you think about discouragement can be a great tool because it can help you see what you don't want. And so then when you actually get clear on what you don't want, then start thinking about what you do want. Because as I've said before, what you focus on expands. And so if you are really clear about what you don't want, that's great, because you can take each of those situations and say, well, I don't want this, I don't want to live in this, and sometimes it's, I don't want to feel like this, I don't want to feel disrespected anymore, I don't want to feel excluded anymore, I don't want to feel resentment to that person who's such a narcissist that they drive me nuts. And so all of those things, so flip that over to what you do want, and then start thinking about, okay, how will I feel when I have that situation? And you'll actually start to change yourself energetically inside, and you'll actually start to raise yourself up what I call the emotional ladder to more positive emotions. And then you'll start to think of ideas of, oh, well, actually, one way that I can do this is by doing that. And oh, one way that I could actually improve this situation might be if I take that step forward. And you'll start getting ideas of steps that you can take forward. And some of them will work, some of them won't. But at least you're on a path to leading yourself out of that discouragement and moving on to what you want to do. So remember, there's real power in discouragement if you use it the right way.